And Amanda's company is Hunky Dory Life, and I'll leave it with you. Should I clip you up?
Yeah, I'm trying to clip. Can you hear me? You can hear me.
It's a tricky. Sorry.
Shall I just hold it? Shall I just carry it? I don't mind carrying it. Yeah.
There you go.
It's
Okay.
quite heavy.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Well, I'm coming about things at a completely different angle because I'm from the head, really, and not really about nutrition or anything. As Francis said, I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm Amanda Leith, and I'm a life coach, and I run a small personal performance practice called Hunky Dory Life. And my main focus in Hunky Dory Life is to help people get the most out of their lives in the easiest and the quickest way possible. And to give them the tools and the techniques to go away with, to have them forever, so that if they go away and they have, say, another panic attack in the future, they know exactly how to deal with it. They don't have to call me up or call another therapist up and find it. They can if they want, but they have the tools, they take them away. It's all done very transparently and empowering, I hope. And historically, I think mental health has had this air of mystery about it, especially hypnotherapy. It seems to have had a kind of magical or even sinister air where you get taken over, you're made unconscious, and someone gets into your head and changes it, and then they bring you around and you're a different person and you do whatever they put in there. And even now when I tell people that I'm a hypnotherapist, they tend to hide their eyes and say, "Don't look at me, don't look at me, go away." But seriously though, something that I feel really passionate about is bringing the subject of mental health out from these hidden and unspoken realms and these secret appointments and the hidden clinics, and bring it into everyday lives, everyday conversations of everybody, because it is about everybody and it happens every day. And that's one of the reasons why I called my practice Hunky Dory Life, because I wanted something that was bright and vibrant, something that was uplifting, but also said exactly what it was about. I mean, everyone wants a hunky dory life, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for that. But you know, to be honest, sometimes life hurts, and when life hurts, what do? We hide away. We isolate ourselves. We take ourselves off to be alone, and you know, we've all said it, I'm fine, I'm okay, you know, how are you? How wonderful would it be when somebody asks you how you are, you felt comfortable enough to say exactly what was going on. Or you felt comfortable enough to listen and not be embarrassed at what people were telling you. Because we feel uncomfortable when people tell us their secrets and their dark things that are going on for them. Well, how wonderful would it be if we all just spoke about things and we just helped each other? And when we take ourselves away and don't want to come out, you know, you phone someone up and say you're coming out, say, "Oh no, I'm no company tonight. No, I'll just stay in. I'm not feeling like it. I feel a wee bit dark just now. I'll pass, I'll be fine." But it would be good to be able to help them. And maybe one day we'll have a membership to a therapy centre, like we have a membership to a health club, that we can share things. You know, we could go to see our counsellor like we go and see a dentist. Just check in with them and have a good talk and a good going over. Because we need to get these things out there. We need to talk to each other. We need to share. We need to share good therapists and good counsellors. I mean, I don't know how you'd feel if I suddenly said to you, "You look a wee bit depressed. I know someone just for you." When I was feeling depressed, or when I was feeling depressed and down, I went to see this counsellor, turned my life around. You could do with her. You would feel mortified in today's society, and probably I would too, telling all of you that I've been to see a therapist because I was depressed. And I've just told everybody that you're depressed and you need a therapist. But you know, healthcare isn't just about what we eat and how we exercise. It's also about our thoughts and how we react to things, our support systems that we have around. Because we can't always change the circumstances in our lives, but we can change how we react to them, how we react to stress, what people we have around and who we bring into our lives. They're all as important to our health. And as a therapist, the underlying problem often is stress that people come to see me about. It may be they want to give up smoking because they're stressed about their health. They may want to lose weight because they're stressed about how they look. They may want to just come and see me because they're stressed. They have panic attacks, their life is getting too much. Because let's face it, today's life is full of frustrations and deadlines and hassles and demands. And some people live like that, full on, over and over and over again. That's all they do, is just go from one thing to the next and never ever stop. And that has an effect on you. So today I'm here to talk about stress, getting back to the subject of why I'm here. Talk about stress. What is stress, how it affects us, and what we can do to help ourselves. So the first thing, stress is fundamentally fear. It's fear. It's fear of all these things. And stress response is just a natural physical response that our bodies have. When we perceive danger, be it real or imagined, we have this physical response that a lot of you, I'm sure, know about. You're all scientists in here, aren't you? It's called the fight or flight response. And our body, when it perceives a danger, our nervous system floods our bodies with these stress hormones. And these stress hormones get our bodies ready, our minds and bodies ready for a fight or to run away. They make our hearts pound. They make your breathing get really fast. You get muscles are really tense, and your really, really heightened senses. Your blood pressure rises. And that all happens because you're ready to fight or flight. And our ancient ancestors needed this. When they came across a predator, they had to either fight them or fight or flee. And their bodies filled up with these same chemicals, but they had a physical fight when they came across something. When they felt a threat, they had to fight it, or they had to run like hell to survive. And we have that same reaction. But unfortunately, when we have that reaction, our bodies get filled up with these stress hormones, our hearts are pumping, blood pressure rises, breathing, everything's going, but we can't physically fight a traffic warden. It's not allowed. We can't run like hell away from our bosses at that moment, or our children at that moment. You can't do it, it's not acceptable. So we're left with these chemicals in our bodies because we don't energize, we don't defuel, we stay like that. And then what we do, which is special, is then we go over it and over it and over it. So you walk away with your parking ticket given abuse to this, whatever, I'm just using this as an example. I can't believe, this is in your head, I can't believe 2 minutes and you get written it. I can't believe you didn't let off for that. £60. Driving off in a way that you drive off and you've just had a parking ticket. And then for the rest of the week, you see them. And what happens? Off it goes again. But we have the release of stress hormones that gives you, up it goes, up it goes. And if we do this over and over and over again in a day, why do I feel dizzy? Why am I feeling a bit, I keep losing my breath, I'm getting a bit stressed, See about it? If we keep doing this, what happens? We become ill. we become stressed. And it's all in our heads. It's all going on in our heads. I want to do something with you. Just bear with me. Just have a moment and think, okay? I don't want you to do anything, but just notice your thoughts. Just have a little moment of noticing your thoughts. And just notice that they just appear. They just appear and they go away. They just appear. You don't create them, they just appear. You don't suddenly think, do you know, in 2 minutes I'm going to worry about my work. They just appear, and as they appear, what I want you to do is realise that they're not a call to action. They're just a thought. And unless they are, I'm about to go on fire, or there's somebody about to attack me, if it's in the here and now and it's a predator about to, you don't need to react. You can just let it go. So you can just let them float in and acknowledge what they're about and let them float out again. Float in. Are they about now? Float out. It's a bit like watching television. When you put the television on and there's all these programs, they're nothing to do with you, they're just on the television. You can turn the sound up and you can start to engage with them. You can start to listen to the story or watch the wildlife program, and you start to get engaged with what's happening. Oh, and you can start to feel sad, you can feel happy, you can laugh out loud, you could cry. But if you turn the sound down, you're not engaged with that. You're not engaging in that story. You're not likely to cry or laugh out loud. And it's the same thing with your thoughts. If you think about what you're thinking about, and you think, what's the thing now? I don't need to engage with this right now. This doesn't help me, or this is just wrong just now. You can let that go. You can just not engage and not have that feeling, not have that worry at this precise moment, because it'll come back when you need to, if you have to. But give yourself space. I want to do something. Let's all watch telly together, okay? So just bear with me, just go with me. Switch the television on and we're going to watch a film. Let's watch a film. And this film is a horror film. It's a horror film. Right. We're all watching this horror film, and it's a dark alley, a bit misty, a bit eerie, and there's a woman, a lone woman, walking up this alley. The music starts, and in the deep shadows, there's a figure, a dark figure, as the woman gets nearer, in this eerie. Has she seen him? I don't think she's seen him. The music's blaring, the music's getting louder as she's getting nearer him. There's a glint of a weapon. Oh my God, she doesn't see him. And we're all walking there, it's getting louder and louder and louder. And louder, she's not seen him, he's going to jump out at any minute. And change the channel. Antiques Roadshow. Oh, my granny used to have one of them. And see how quickly you can go from being terrified, sitting with your heart pounding, your muscles tight, all in the chair, I'm sure, when you're actually watching a movie, covering your eyes because your senses are heightened, feeling like, oh my God, to, sentimental. All by changing a channel. And we can do that in our own heads. We can stop. We can stop and acknowledge that we're making it up. We actually are sometimes we have thoughts of things that haven't even happened yet. You know, I'm too scared to go there. Why? You know, I've got a driving test in 2 weeks' time. I'm so terrified. Of course you are, because you keep playing it over and over and over again. And what are you playing? Is it success or is it failure? What's the fear? I mean, is anyone going to turn up for my talk? Is anyone going to be there? Is anyone going to listen? Am I too fat? Am I too slim? Am I too tall? Am I too small? Am I too dark? Am I too blonde? We all do it to ourselves. We all make it up, stress ourselves out continually throughout the day and night. We're waking up, some of us, making things up that when you get up in the morning you think, what was that about? Who was that? So what can we do? How can I give you techniques that help? One little simple thing that we can do is we can all practice it just now, is find yourself in your house a place. Obviously we're not going to your house, don't go away. Don't go there. But on a daily basis, if you can, find 5-10 minutes, as much as you can, as many minutes as you want. Don't suddenly go, Amanda said only 5, it's fine. Sit down, alone, no television, no music, no podcasts in your ears, because I know some people just like to keep themselves educated. And just think. Just think about what's happening in your brain, your thoughts, and what it is you're doing to yourself. And let these thoughts come in and acknowledge them, what they're about, why they're happening, and if they're a call to action, then they're different. But if they're not, let them go. And just like a bit of driftwood, let it come in and let it go out. Or a leaf falling through, let it come in and let it go out. But have that moment of acknowledgement. Am I making this up? Can I do anything about it? No, I'm just stressing myself out for no reason. And as we do that more and more, the space between these thoughts that we stop and acknowledge and throw away will get bigger. And when they get bigger, there's more peace. There's more peace in life. There's more time to just not be stressed, not have the heart pumping, the blood pressure rising. So what I want you to do just now, everyone, we'll do a little exercise before I finish. I think I'm all right time. I can't see the clock. But, let's all do a little exercise together. I want you just to close your eyes. If you feel comfortable to, close them. If not, just find a lower spot that you can just feel comfortable. Oh, before I start, nobody drive or operate machinery whilst doing this, okay? So and take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, I want you to count for 2 seconds and then breathe out through your mouth. And again, breathing in for 2 seconds and breathe out through your mouth. And one more time in, holding for 2 seconds and breathing out through your mouth. Now I just want you to breathe in your own time now. Just find a comfortable rate of your own breath. And as you're breathing, become aware of your breath. Become aware of what your breath is doing, the route that your breath is taking as it goes in and out. Being aware of your thoughts coming and going. Your breath going in and flowing out. And I'd like you to take your attention all the way down to your feet. And just feel your feet planted firmly on the floor. And relax the soles of your feet. And just think about your feet for one moment. Think about what they're made up of. The skin on the outside, and moving into the muscles and tendons and the bones of your feet. And relaxing them. And taking that relaxation up through your ankles, your calves, your shins, and thinking what they're made up of. The skin on the outside in, through the muscles to the bone, and relaxing them. up through your knees and your thighs, and just feel the chair supporting your weight. Take that relaxation up through your pelvis and into your stomach. Just thinking of all your organs in there, relaxing them. And up through your spine, your ribs, all the bone and cartilage that's involved in your vertebrae and your ribs, each and every one of them relaxing as you move up. And relaxing your shoulders. And taking a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, the relaxation flows all the way down your arms. Thinking of the skin on the outside and working in to the muscles and tendons and bones, all the way down to your hands, your fingers, the very tips of your fingers, the tiny, tiny bones and muscles and tendons that involve, and relaxing them. And then flowing that relaxation all the way back up to your shoulders, up the back of your neck, over your scalp, relaxing as it goes. Flowing down your forehead and into your eyes, and all the tiny muscles around your eyes, just allow them to relax. Down through your cheeks and your mouth, your jaw just softening. And just take a big deep breath in and release in your own time. And just feel how much more relaxed you feel now than you did just moments ago. And in your own time, you can come back and be more aware of the room, opening your eyes when you feel comfortable. And what I did there was take you out of your head. I took you into your body. And when you move from your head, your head starts to quieten. And we all have this with us. We don't need a CD, we don't need music, we don't need anything, and we can do it anywhere we want. You can do it on the bus, you can do it at work, unless you're a bus driver, that's not good. But you can just start from your toes and relax all the way up to the top of your head. And we all know what our bodies are because we've all got one. We all know what makes them up. And just use what your knowledge is. Just take the time to go up through relaxing your physical body. And it will stop your brain from running and making things up. So thank you for your time. I hope it's been useful to you. If you've any questions, I'll be around. I don't know if I've run over time or whatever. I'm around for the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Has anyone got any questions? No?
She's blessed us out.
Yeah, I was going to say.
See, I took your brain and I did something with it.
I feel much more relaxed after that.